Lighting is something we take for granted and we really enjoy it when it's good. But most of the times we don't even know why it is so good. Think about the sunrise, or think about the late evenings when the sun is shining down. What if you learn how to modify the light in the way you want? Salutare dragilor, welcome back. For those who are new here, my name is Chris. I'm a Romanian travel filmmaker, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to light up your scenes with only one light. And if you stay until the end, I'm gonna tell you my secret of getting the softest light that you can get. So oftentimes when we say quality of light, we refer to the shape of light and how the light behaves according to its subject. We use terms like soft light and hard light, and most of the times people prefer a soft light because it's more flattering and because it's more pleasing to the eye. Okay, let me show you. I will take this light and you have two options. You either leave it like this, or you can take this light and modify the light according to your needs. You can make it bigger, you can put it further from your subject, you can put it closer to your subject. This is your raw material. You can leave it like this, or you can take it and modify it. The softness of the light is determined by two aspects. First of all, the size of the light. So the bigger the source, the softer the light. Bigger the source, softer the light. And the distance of the light. So if the light comes closer to you, then obviously it's bigger. And if you put it a kilometer far from here, then it will be like a tiny little point over there. So it will become smaller. It's basically the same principle, but instead of a bigger source, you take the same source and put it further or closer to your subject. Chris, but what about the sun? The sun is the biggest source of light that humanity knows. Yes, but you know why it's not the softest? Because you didn't press the like button. So press the like button and the sun will be the softest source light. It's easy as that. When you plan your shots, I suggest you to stay away from walls. You run into lots of problems if you're very close to the wall. Shadow casting, then it's very hard to control the light. It seems like you don't have enough room to play with. Okay, both cameras work now. Alright guys, so I'm gonna use a Godox VL300 light. Alright, so now the light is bare bulb, and you can see behind me I have quite a hard shadow, and this is one sign that the light is not very soft. So we have to soften up that shadow over there. As I said, we can use a textile, or we can use a modifier like a softbox. And I'm gonna show you right now. So this is a reflector, and as you can see now the shadow is quite harsh, but as long as I put this, wow, the light looks better, huh? So the shadow is not there anymore. So this is one way you can make the light softer. But you have to keep in mind that if you put any kind of materials in front of your light, then the light loses its intensity. So you have to boost the power of that light. This is the intensity of the light now. And if I put this, you can see that the light, it's not that powerful anymore. Okay, the second way you can diffuse the light is bouncing it off a wall, off a white wall. Pay attention to this because it's quite important. So if your walls are not white but yellow or red or whatever, you will get that color into your shots, and believe me, it's a nightmare to take it off. And this is how it works. You take the light, so now that source spreads the light there into the wall, and now the wall became our main light source. And then it bounces back into my face, and it becomes hopefully a little bit softer. And this is how it looks. Well, you can always refer back to the shadow behind me. It's definitely not that harsh, but it's also not so soft, right? See? So this is another way to diffuse the light. And this is actually a very good way if you have a small room. It's very hard to control the light because it basically bounces everywhere. Especially if you have white walls surrounding you, it's just you're covered in white. So if you bounce a light over there, then everything becomes and covers you and wraps you in white light, which might be exactly what you want, but in case you don't want that, it's very hard to, to get around. Let's say you don't have enough space in your room. So if you don't have enough space in your room, here's the third method. Take the source of light and then bounce it through a cardboard or a reflector that I'm showing you in a minute back towards your subject. And this is another method, especially if you have a small room or if your walls are not white. So let me show you. You can see if I put the light here, it's not hitting our subject, or here. Say I put the light here, and I light it up, bouncing it from the cardboard. Or on the other side, if I'm not hitting the subject directly, I'm using this. Those are my 3 methods. I hope it was instructional, and please keep in mind that this is just a piece of the whole puzzle. The whole puzzle of storytelling through film, it's much bigger, but it's very important for you or for anybody who's eager to be a creative to learn and to take what they learn and improve the quality of their films, because this is dialogue between you as a filmmaker and your audience. So guys, storytelling is achieved by many layers of filmmaking techniques. Lighting is undoubtedly one of the most important assets in any video content creator's arsenal. The role of lighting is to shape the subject's character and play along with the plot of the video. There are many pieces of the puzzle of video creation, but every step you'll make towards a better story will make you a better content creator. Guys, I think it's time to tell you my secret of how to get your light softer. The technique I am using is called double diffusion technique, and what it basically does, it takes the light, the bare bulb, I add a layer of diffusion, like a reflector, a piece of textile, or bouncing it to the wall, and then I use another layer of diffusion to make it even softer, and then I hit the subject. So that's my way of getting it very soft. And in this case, I'm using my Godox light, bare bulb. I modify it through my softbox, so it becomes bigger, and then I bounce it into my wall here, my white wall, and from my white wall, it bounces back on my face, on the subject, in this case, myself. Try it out and write in the comment section below your opinions about this method. If it's better, if it's not, if it's bugging you more, or if it's easier to set up, harder to set up. So let your opinions in the comment section below. Guys, I hope this video was useful for you. If you liked it or if you enjoyed it, please share, like, and maybe even subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Salutare!